I just had to check in with these two guys, these two watch channels, and since they're doing a video together, and observe a few things about what they said here in this video near the end of 2024. Now, again, I'm not criticizing, I'm not mocking them, just being a Berean, checking to see if what they say is true. And I don't know. In my opinion, after you watch a video like this, if you can stand to, I don't know why anyone takes these guys seriously at all. If anyone takes them seriously, it's a very small number, and 95% of their audience does not take it seriously because this is all entertainment. This is all for fun. This is exactly like a bunch of people who all buy a lottery ticket together for the $2 billion lottery. And they get together one night in their apartment when the numbers are drawn. And they spend all kinds of time getting all giddy with excitement over possibly winning. And making plans for how they're going to spend the money or save the money or give the money away or whatever. And they're just all excited. It's really fun. None of them believes they're going to win. They just have fun thinking about what if, the possibilities. So that's all these watch channels are about. It's about getting people all hyped up, getting people excited, entertaining them, which is what the audience wants. And along the way, they get to have a good time with their own new idea. It's really exciting when Tyler comes up with some new cool idea, some new cool rapture theory that he alone is pushing, right? So his thing is this new wine theory, which of course fails every year, and he knows it's going to fail. He doesn't really believe in it. He just likes the attention he gets for coming up with it, right? Scarbrough is just an absolute evil man. I'm pretty convinced. He knows exactly what he is doing. He knows he's absolutely just lying to people every single time he opens his mouth. He knows it. He's admitted that he's told things that are wrong 1,000 times. He uses the name of God in all of his videos. He claims that he's a watchman on the wall for Jesus Christ, so he's using God's name in everything that he says. And then they make video, and Tyler does the same thing. Oh yeah, the Lord told me what to name my channel. Yeah, right, Tyler. You're wrong, and you know it. God didn't tell you anything, but you're claiming he did, so you're taking his name in vain. It's time for you to stop. Now, I'm not judging you or calling you out on that. I'm just saying you need to stop doing it because it's sin. But let's listen in.
Man, it's going to be an amazing days, weeks. I told you that I had that dream of that girl in Dallas, Texas, in that blown out house.
Yeah.
That Christmas tree. Well, guess who posts? Brother Chad sent me this. Guess who posted a couple days ago? But you know Mark Murkison or whatever.
Love Mark.
Good brother.
Okay, I'll stop here for a second because they're going to... Typical Barry, he can't stick to the subject. He's got to go running off on a tangent. And they say some pretty revealing things in that tangent. But let's pause for a moment. Barry Scarbrough wants the whole audience to know that he had a dream about a burned out house and a Christmas tree. So everybody pay attention. Barry Scarbrough speaking about his dream, everyone. He loves that attention. He has found that there is a sizable audience that actually cares about his dreams. I don't understand why they're so into this stuff. I don't really understand it. I kind of get it, but I do understand the whole idea of people giving you attention. And I'm not judging Barry, but I believe Barry, because this is just my opinion, really, really seeks after attention. He likes to be up there in front. He likes people listening to what he has to say. And that itself is actually not a sin. It's not evil. We need people to get up front and say things, and some people are given that desire. They want to do that, but it's a really, really, really dangerous thing to get into because next thing you know, you're feeling worshipped, right? So this is all for entertainment. This is all for Barry and Tyler to have a great time getting attention. But they veer off into this discussion about this Mark guy who is another watch channel. Let's listen.
Brother in Christ. I mean,
yes.
Soft-spoken, wonderful brother in Christ. And,
yep. I want to quit my job and just go live in the cabin with him. Man.
I do too, because can you imagine his cabin up in Maine?
Oh,
can you imagine when he gets a moose up there, that meat up? Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Yeah,
what? I'm confused.
Wouldn't it be awesome to have like a Bible study with? We probably ought to get him on sometime. That'd be awesome.
If he wants to adopt my family.
Yes.
I know they're joking around. I mean, but Tyler, I thought you were going to be raptured any second now. Like you were supposed to be raptured in 2023 in the summer during the new wine, and you weren't. You're past due for the rapture. I thought this was all about bringing people to Jesus and showing them how close we are to the world ending as we know it. Do you see what I'm saying? Anyone who really believed the shtick that they're throwing out would never talk this way. They wouldn't even joke about it. Look, I'll put it this way. You know for sure, for certain, 100%, that there is an asteroid coming towards the Earth, and it's going to hit the Earth in 6 to 12 months, and it's going to decimate the planet and kill 1 billion or 2 billion people. You know this is going to happen. And you can hardly sleep at night because, just this is going to happen. All these people are going to die. I need to get the word out about it to get saved. Get saved before this asteroid hits. Would you spend any time doing anything else but preaching the gospel? Because you know it. You believe it for sure, 100%. Would you do anything else? You certainly wouldn't joke around about, well, I would love to go live in his cabin for... Why? You're out of here in 6 months, 12 months, 3 months, 6 days, whatever, by next Christmas. Again, there's nothing wrong with wanting to live in a cabin. We have a cabin. They're great. I don't get on YouTube and preach in public that the world is going to end in any second now. I don't say that in God's holy name. These guys do. They don't believe it, you guys.
Me too. But so he does a video a couple days ago of his dream of Christmas and his vision.
Listen how excited he is.
Of Christmas and the rapture. And guess what's on his hat?
Ooh, I can't wait.
Cabela's, Scarbrough, Maine. Is that unbelievable? Just how the Lord
unbelievable.
Who's to
the
know?
Lord. The Lord is the Lord. The Lord. The Lord is behind that. The word Scarbrough on some guy's hat on YouTube. And his last name is Scarbrough. Wait, I don't think you guys see the connection here because there are no coincidences. Everything Barry Scarbrough imagines in his feverish brain is from God because there are no coincidences. Do you guys actually really take that seriously? Anyone who uses the name of God and then proclaims stupid things like that are self-centered, that are arrogant, and he's telling the world, anyone who happens along this video or is going to hear it, whether they're saved or unsaved, he's proclaiming in God's name to the world this foolish thing that he says God did. Meanwhile, right before that, they're joking around about moving off to this, I really would love to live up in Canada. No, you wouldn't. You want to be raptured, remember? Okay, I made my point there.
We don't know. We have no idea. And what I share with folks is we've all had these moments, these situations. You've had dreams. I've had dreams.
We don't know. We have no idea, he says.
And go, well, this failed. Well, this wasn't right. Oh, well, this didn't come true. And I think...
You know why it's easy to do that? I'll just throw this out there. You know why it's easy to do that, Barry? Because it did fail.
The Lord is giving us little signposts. And it doesn't mean that, the rapture happens on December 25th. And it doesn't even mean that the rapture happens next Christmas.
Don't you guys understand? They're signposts. He's just giving us little signposts. How come he didn't say that before? When Revelation 12 was about to happen in 2016, I have videos of Barry from back then. I don't recall him saying, you guys, relax. The Lord's just giving us little signposts here. Relax about it.
Giving us little signposts, like your dream of the 2 moons, right?
Right.
Well, what did we come to find out this year? That comet that circled the...
Hang on a second. I just want to back up to what he's saying here about signposts. See, this is the way they do things. Before they fail, they mock anyone who questions whether this is from God and a sign of the soon rapture. They mock you. They scold you. They demean you. They call you lukewarm. If you doubt the Revelation 12 sign even, and you make a video saying, hey, this is not what the Bible means. This is not what the Bible even says. It's not what these guys are using astrology. According to them, you should go to hell. Now, you're going to go to heaven anyway, but you really deserve to go to hell for all those statements. Then when it fails, they come back around and they change the entire thing to, well, it was just a signpost. They change their tune when they realize they failed. They downplay it. That was really nothing. I never really said it was anything. They're nothing.
He's giving us little signposts, like your dream of the two moons.
Total gobbledygook.
Well, what did we come to find out this year? That comet that circled the moon, people are describing it as what? Two moons, and that went on for months.
Yeah, very interesting.
He's given us signposts, Tyler.
Okay, so I'm not putting words in their mouth. He just said, basically, that God gave Tyler a dream. God is speaking. The God of the universe spoke to this man personally through a dream and told him something. Right? If so, he should tell us what it means. Or he should get someone to interpret it, because he's on the level of Nebuchadnezzar and Daniel here. Do you know how many people in the Bible actually had direct dreams and revelations from God that they were then supposed to declare to the people? Not very many. But there are a dime a dozen on YouTube, all of which fail all the time. But it doesn't stop them. They're still popping back up again. I had a dream. Tyler, if you had a dream from God, it's absolutely 100% sure and needs to be prophesied about. If you have any doubt, you should shut up about it. Stop trying to get attention for yourself in God's name. I'm warning you, you will answer for that, son. And Barry, you will answer for that, for spreading that nonsense around.
That it's soon. It doesn't mean that everything has to be the rapture day. Mm-hmm. It's just that there's signposts, man, that
it's soon.
It's near. It's just really, really near.
Well, think about it.
We know what you mean by near. Anytime within the next few months, maybe a year. Not much more than that, because if you go past a year, the audience gets really mad. So you got to back that into things like, it's the end of 2024, sometime in early 2025-ish. Before then, for sure. There's no question that it could happen like tomorrow. But let's just look ahead a few weeks or months at the most. That's what you mean, okay? I know that's what you mean. We all know that's what you mean. You will be wrong again, as you have dozens of other times, and no one will care, and you will just do it again. Would you guys care to bet me on that? I bet any listener $10,000 one or both of these guys will still be talking this way in July. I will bet you $10,000. Anyone want to take me up on the offer? You have my email in my description.
I mean, I think, was it you or Chooch, one of you was talking about, when you're traveling as a kid and you're about to get to Disneyland and you see a sign that says, Disneyland in 250 miles.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing wrong with getting excited that you just saw a sign.
I was excited.
Yeah.
I like going to the mountains, because when I was young, I'd never been to the mountains. So I was like, man.
Hang on, but that's a sign that we know actually is a sign and actually has been tested and proven to be true millions of times. So first of all, it's not a comparison at all, because the signs you guys claim keep coming up are not. They're not signs at all. They're just your imagination. The second reason that there's no comparison here is you can get excited about anything you want, you guys. Get excited. I don't care. Just don't get on public YouTube and start declaring things in God's name that end up being false. False alarms, false warnings to the world that never come true in the name of God, false excitement, false promises to the church that never come true, said in the name of the Lord. Just stop doing those things, and you'll stop being criticized by people. I'm not criticizing you, but other people that are criticizing you will stop doing it.
I can almost see them from here,
I mean, but the point is, if you want to be this cynical, kind of a bitter type personality, you'd be like, settle down, we're 250 miles away, it's a long way. Yeah, but the point is, from the child's perspective, and I think that's the perspective we should have as children of God, looking and waiting for our Father to call us up.
What an excuse.
As a child's perspective goes, you're just excited that you're close enough that at least there's a sign.
All right. So I'm just, enough, Tyler. It's BS. You're like the kid in the back seat on the way to Disneyland, and you're the older brother, and you have a little brother. Little brother doesn't really understand very much stuff about time and space yet, and you're traveling along to Disneyland, and you see something out the window that looks like, to you, that you're close to Disneyland, even though you're 250 miles away, and you say to your little brother, and you don't ask your parents, the parents don't say anything, it's you saying it. You tell your little brother, we're really close. It's going to happen any second now. And he starts getting really excited and really happy. And you're all happy with yourself because you made your brother excited. And now the two of you can be excited. And you actually have no idea what you're talking about at all. So enough with that crazy comparison. You can be excited. You can be watching. You don't need to be talking about it and promising people things that you have no right to promise. And actually, an even darker thing that you're doing is you're on your way to Disneyland with your little brother. You pull over to a rest stop 250 miles from Disneyland. Outside of the rest stop area, out of earshot from your parents, you tell your little brother, Dad said we're almost there. You speak in his name, claiming that he said almost there, little brother. You take your dad's name in vain because he never said any such thing. 250 miles is a long way, especially for a little kid. That's what the two of you guys are doing. You're lying to your brothers and sisters. Now, of course, they want you to lie. They love the lies, most of them. But there is a chunk of people out there in the Christian community that are actually listening to you and believing you, and then you're disappointing them and letting them down. And thankfully, they're shutting you off and walking away from this disastrous doctrine. That's what's happening. So you're actually killing your own doctrine. Sadly, though, there are those who are walking away from the Lord and saying, you know what? I got saved under the auspices that we were going to be raptured soon by J.D. Farag a year ago or 2 years ago. It hasn't happened. I think the whole entire thing is wrong. Why should I listen to a word J.D. Farag says about Jesus when everything that comes out of his mouth has been wrong about the COVID virus and that mark of the beast and all the other stuff? But even beyond that, the world is watching this and mocking you as they should because you're always wrong and use God's name. But they're mocking God because you're using his name in a mocking fashion. You're causing them, you're leading them down the path of mocking God. And why are you falsely warning them when you're wrong all the time? What good does it do to say there's a 7-year tribulation any second, better get saved, when you could just say, hey, your day of your death is unknown to you. It could be today. Why isn't that being said? Because those things are true. Billions of people have died. Not a single person has been left behind in a rapture. We've all been left behind, if you put it that way. But billions have died in their sins. Why isn't that the warning? Well, I will say again, here's why it's not. No one wants to watch a video like that. Their base is 95% evangelical Christians who want to be told every single day, you're getting out of this world and this life and the drudgery and the pain and suffering of this life. You're getting out of here any second. Just hold on. You're going to win that lottery. It's going to happen. And you can tell your boss, I quit. It's going to happen. Just let's all get together and talk about it and enjoy ourselves. And then they all pretend like they're holy and they're ministers and they're so, I'm so righteous and I love God so much. Look at me. It's preposterous. I don't understand why you people still listen to these guys.